And we're live, and it's Sam and Rose, and it is the BetaSaaSers weekly meeting thingy. And yes, let's go and have a look what the agenda is all about. If I just pop this on the screen share and go away to a different, let's get a different, well, let's have a fresh browser, shall we? And if we go into the projects, so yeah, I was just telling, well, I've just come out of the back of one meeting. I met again with the Stanford Open Learning Initiative folks who wanted to have a follow-up chat with me to understand a bit more about my process and you know, of sort of managing the Spocs and things. And yeah, we had a nice chat, and I think they got to understand that I probably wasn't doing anything very revolutionary. What happened then? Yeah, well, they did tell me about apparently how MIT has some backdoor functionality in edX to allow export and coordination with Git or GitHub, which sounds interesting, and how apparently in the long term edX is hoping to provide versioning functionality and so on in Studio that would make our lives all a lot easier, but it may be some time before they get it to us. What was I going to say there? I was going to say yes. So I think I understand a bit more now about the what's it called? The Open Learning Initiative, and so that apparently they've got about 40 courses that they offer online that they've previously been using like some sort of what's the word? Proprietary technology from Carnegie Mellon, and they're in the process of trying to migrate to you know, Open edX. So that's where they're coming from. Which is, so I said, you know, thanks, and we'll stay in touch. Yeah, just going through, I don't know if you've got anything to add to the agenda, Rose. I'll just following up on actions from 2 weeks ago, which is when we managed to have the last meeting. I think I did fix Reuven's very small bug in his system, and I think I did finally work out what Reuven and Rose's Slack names were and connect you both on Slack. Did you have any follow-up chat with Reuven, Rose?
I am very delinquent in this. Again, I had planned as soon as I told him as soon as I finished my ABET stuff, I was going to get in touch with him. And of course, instead, I had a 2-day hunt for materials I couldn't find. So I am just very delinquent in that area. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, no, not a problem. I mean, I think as long as, I mean, yeah, you're both in the Slack, and whenever you know, want to communicate what's the word? Yeah, you'll be yeah, you're able to do so. And I think that the key thing to remember is that in Slack, Reuven is Robbie-Y, which I guess I'll just
I have that.
Yeah,
so that's no problem.
Yes, great. I'm partly saying it to myself to remember it and also put it in here. I guess actually what I might just do in here is put your names. But so that's outstanding things from last week. I mean, outstanding action items for me were to be kind of following up with making the rest of these Spocs. I'm actually just doing that in the background. I was sort of your Karma Trilina. Is that the? I always get your. What's your
yes
Slack name?
CARMA capital TRIN. TRIN.
Hi. Karma Trin.
INLEMA.
There we go. Karma Trinlemma.
Yeah. That's
cool.
it.
Cool. So we've got previous actions, which is Sam Moore's box is in progress. Not yet done. Hopefully, if I can fix my script now, I will do it. But so, and then we've got a few things on the agenda. Did you have? I mean, I guess we'll just go through these, and if there's any other items, you can just tell me.
Okay, I'm adding some things as we speak. But go ahead and go through the items.
Okay. Well, just be careful. I was just editing, and I'm just saving. So yeah. I will leave it in a unedited state. So you might want to be. Well, let's see what happens. But the time slot. So this slot now, which is half an hour later, does that work reasonably well for you?
Actually, this semester it's fine. I don't teach until I think 4:40. It's very late this semester. I go right on into the evening, so I'm and the afternoon is always better because I have other responsibilities in the morning. So it's perfect. I was expecting Janet to join us. She
Yes.
wanted to, but she had a meeting,
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm not sure she understood that the meeting is at 12:30 because she
Okay.
was telling me that she had this meeting at 11, and
Mm.
she was afraid she wouldn't be able to,
Mm.
get out of it in time for the meeting. But I sent her an email, and I reminded her that it's actually starting now, not a half hour ago, so that if she wants to join us, she's got time.
Mm. Yeah, well, maybe she'll jump in and we'll see. Yes, I mean, there's various emails that I
Hmm.
haven't actually had time to read yet. But assuming that this time slot works, I mean, I thought that I've forgotten his name. That Richard had said this might work for him. I mean, we'll see. I mean, the other thing is co-hosting. Are you interested in rotating hosting things? I think it's
Oh, sure, sure.
yeah,
I mean, I think I'm a little more. My only issue is that my computer is still behaving very flaky. I mean,
sure, yeah.
so given that it works properly, it's not a problem.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, and I mean, you were able to start it last weekend. Yeah. I think
Hmm.
you know that's let's if that works for you. I think it's let's do that because it's difficult for me to do it
Sure.
every week at the moment. Excellent.
Right.
Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. So yeah, that is the more important item is my thing there. We've got here Rose and Ruben were asking on the list about accessing individual student submission and manual grading. Is that an item that you added?
Uh, yeah, and again, I hadn't expected to need this because I had this stack of items that I had either copied or scanned all through the semester or
Mm.
collected for ABET, and now suddenly this whole stack of material is missing, and I'm really up a creek.
Oh dear.
Uh, so I'm desperate. So I was
Right.
trying to find out, is there any way that I can get access to things that were submitted? Uh, and,
Yeah, no, and I mean, you can get in the system, you can look at individual student submissions. I think what's difficult is that you may not necessarily be able to see everything that they submitted. You can almost certainly see what the autograder responded to the student with, but it's hard.
yeah, well, that's what I need to see. I need to
Right.
collect, since I don't have this other material, I had better get cracking and collecting this material.
Yeah, I
Or,
mean,
as I said, I mean, my head and entrails are going to be on a
well,
plate.
maybe then I can possibly help you slightly with that problem, although I won't make any promises. If we look at
Mhm.
Binghamton, so for example, would this 2014 Part 2 be somewhere that you want to be collecting data from?
Yeah, I mean, okay, 44502, that's the fall, and then
That's the one
even
that's the
more
system
so,
one. Yeah, well,
yeah,
you
even
can
more so
go.
the part one.
Oh, the Part 1.
Most of it is in part one. Yeah.
Okay, so most of it's in Part 1. So if we just
Part
go, so that would be
one.
this one, and I think if we go to the
Yes.
live
Yes.
version of it. And I mean, I may be only ending up showing you functionality that you already know and you've already determined that this isn't quite.
Okay. I tried and I wasn't successful. So either I'm doing something wrong or it's not available.
Well, I think there's what there is. So, for example, we look here at homework part 0, and we go
Hmm.
in here, and there's like a submission thing here, so we can see
Yeah. How about
here
can we try homework one? Would make more sense as far as seeing what I need to see.
Well, the critical thing here is that you need the user, you need the email of one of your students to go in here
Okay,
to see
like
this.
or the username.
I think, or conceivably their username, yes.
Okay, so capital ALEX,
Mm-hmm.
capital VALERA. Yeah,
Like that.
yeah, yeah. That's his username.
Yeah, so you can see actually here,
Uh
this one,
huh.
this is the response of the autograder to one of his
Uh huh.
submissions. Yeah, so that's like the individual student data that you can get there, and you can see from that, there are like not necessarily his code, but you can see how
Yeah.
the AutoGrader responded to it. So you can see the number
Mhm.
of failures that he got, and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
What
I
I
mean
would
that's
go on.
better than nothing, but what I
Yeah.
really need is the code.
Yeah, I mean that's something. I mean that's a feature that we would like to have. I mean I think I finally worked out that the relatively straightforward way to do this would be to actually return the code that's submitted in the in the data that gets sent back to the AutoGrader. But
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's kind of a relatively complex engineering effort that I don't have any resources for at the moment. And
Right.
in any case,
Right.
it's not. I mean the longer-winded route is that there is, in principle, in the kind of instructor section, there's like a list of the IDs of
Yeah.
the anonymous ID. The problem is that there is this anonymization process that goes on. So this student will not be represented by this name in the
Right.
place where it's saved in the AutoGrader thing. So
Mhm.
there's like sort of a relatively intensive thing of having to go through the. I mean, I think what you. I mean, there's the if one goes into the instructor panel, somewhere in the instructor panel is a way to get a list of all of the anonymous IDs of the
Yeah.
students,
Yeah.
possibly in
Mhm.
the legacy dashboard, and as yeah, and then there resets score, delete student state problem, show background task. Yeah, but then one would have to go into the server and okay, this is download profile, list enrolled in profile information. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Get student anonymized IDs CSV. So in principle, with this data, one could
Mhm.
then extract. I think one could extract from the server things, but you'd have to then dereference that against them. I mean, that's somewhat labor intensive.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I might just have to do something labor intensive,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I mean, why? What? What is it about this? Like, if you have the score that the grader gave, I can see that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Ideally, one would love, in general, to be able to access the student code, and that just it is a feature that should be provided.
Sure.
And it's
Sure.
completely stupid that the whole system doesn't provide it, so that's a given.
Yeah.
But in this,
I agree.
this particular situation, what are you? You need to. Is it? Why do you actually need the code? What's
We
the?
actually, if I can explain
Yeah.
this process that we have to go through,
Yeah.
among other things, we have to supply examples of every assignment, every anything that was graded, quizzes, assignments, exams,
Right. Right.
homeworks, and we have to supply 2 examples for each
I see.
of like the best work,
Uh
2
huh.
of the worst work, and 2 that are in
Right.
between.
Got
So
you.
6 examples from actual students,
Yes. Yes.
their an example of their work and how it was graded.
Okay. Okay. Yes, I understand.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And so, and if you can't do that, then you're in trouble.
Oh, big trouble.
Okay. And
Yeah.
when do you need to have that by?
Well, I kind of needed it yesterday, but until it becomes apparent. I mean, the powers that be are going through everyone's stuff little by little, and one thing is that fortunately my stuff is not the outstanding
Hang on.
stuff that they look at first. So
Right.
basically, I have until they notice.
I see. Yeah.
And
So
for my other course, I have everything. I have my T's crossed, my I's dotted. I've got all that they asked for and more.
right.
Okay.
And that's the not one that you ran through edX. It's this one that you ran through edX that's creating that problem for
Yes.
you. Yes.
Yes. And it's a very severe problem.
Okay.
And like I said, I don't know whether a cleaning crew got extra, like diligent for no reason or
Yes.
what happened.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's like I'm missing everything that was on my desk.
Yeah. Right. Oh dear.
Uh, yeah,
That sucks.
it's a nightmare. It's
Okay.
just a nightmare.
Well, I'll see what I can do for you on that front.
Yeah,
Um,
and I mean, I know, gosh, at this time of the year, you are going crazy, I'm sure,
well,
as
it's
am I.
The boot camp is it's kind of independently of time of year. It's continual crazy. So
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Uh, the
But now you have the beginning of our semesters as well.
Oh yes, well yes. There's all sorts of things going on. Is there anything else that I can help you with, or would the sensible thing be for me to go away and work immediately on that issue for you?
Well, I mean, again, that's not the most immediate issue for me.
Oh really? Okay. More serious than that.
No.
Well, what's more serious?
Hey, Richard.
Hey
Good
Richard.
to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, actually, I edited the agenda.
Yes.
I don't know if you can see it.
I
Okay.
I'll reload.
I've got one little item. Okay. The small item is, are you the folks who set up? Are the Agile Ventures folks the people who set up the channels on Slack on the Agile Ventures Slack channel?
Yes, they are. We are.
Okay, and so if we wanted to add a channel, we would have to get your permission?
No, I
Or
think
you would do it,
I
or?
think you could just do it if you wanted. Do you want me to show you how?
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure.
No,
Because in the past, I've used Piazza for all instructor-student communication,
yeah.
and that caused a big problem last semester because students wanted to go there instead of to Slack.
Okay.
And at the second half of the semester, I wanted them to use Slack, not
Right.
Piazza. All right, and the only way I see around that is to say I'm going to dispense with Piazza altogether, and all my communication, my students, will be on Slack, will be on Agile Ventures,
Yeah.
so they're
Well,
forced to go there and see it and get familiar immediately.
Yeah, sounds great. I'm just showing
Does
you.
that make sense?
That makes perfect sense, and I'm showing you the interface here. If you see, you'll see somewhere you have fewer channels than me.
Right.
At the bottom of your channel list.
I know I can add one. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, just go ahead. If you need a channel,
Yeah.
make a channel. It's
Yeah.
it's free for all. Enjoy channel making. Yeah, cool. And then you're working on the integrated baseline Spock, and you want to get a part 2 as soon as possible. Have we lost you, Rose? Hmm. Okay. Richard is muted. I'm not getting any audio from Rose. I can't hear you, Rose. No, I can see. I must see.
Okay.
Oh no, your audio's back now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, can hear you now.
Okay, I had to jiggle the cable. Sorry.
Sure.
Must have some. I must have to reinforce part of this. Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine. Yeah. So you're saying you're working on an integrated baseline Spock, and you want to get a base part 2 as soon as possible.
Did you see what I sent you?
I saw that you sent that file, and yeah, I mean, I can.
But did you check out? Did you also check out the link? I sent you a link.
No, I don't know that I did check out the link. Let's go and have a look at the.
Okay, it was to an older test account.
Yeah, right. You mentioned.
Which is, by the way, the only test account I have.
Right, and you were saying you'd like another test account if you could possibly have one.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is just a proof of concept.
Yeah. I mean, I think Armando has made an integrated one, and I think there's nothing in principle difficult with making an integrated one, apart from just it being done. And I suspect that it'll be moving all over to an integrated one as we move forward. I'm not seeing the link that you sent me, but I assume that if I click on it, I'm just going to see an integrated part 1 and part 2 of the course. So.
Yeah, it was relatively easy.
Yeah.
But I was just saying that I could make up a baseline and give it to you if other people were interested this semester.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the situation is that I've made. Yeah, I mean, for the people for Kristen and for Ali who have not yet made their thing, if you had a baseline that was based on the current 2 things, then yeah, or
right.
I mean, if it, yeah, is the. I mean, I'm aware that I'm running out of time. I've got 2 minutes before I've got to go into another meeting. Is there, like, if the knowledge was in my head about how to just merge these 2 things into one and just then deliver individual instances. I feel like it's probably too late for some people who've already got their Part 1 box and customized it. But yeah, if I
Yeah,
had,
I mean, it may be, but again, I think it would be a good thing to do. I want to do that this semester, that's for sure.
yeah. Well, I mean,
And,
if you can, if you want to, rather than me creating you a SPOC 2, if you want to take
yeah,
your existing course and export the content and then dump a Part 2 into it and then re-upload it and make your, avoiding the need for a Part 2 for yourself, then that's great. And I guess you've got everything you need to
yeah,
do that if you understand the process of doing it.
yeah. I plan on doing that.
Okay.
Why is screen share not working?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I click on it, it's not working because I have it up here. I was going to
Yeah,
show it to you.
yeah. I mean, I believe you that I totally believe you that it works. That's not any.
I mean, what I did is I created off my fall part 2, which of course is heavily edited and won't be good for anyone else. I created an integrated set, and that includes like the grading makes sense, and the performance page comes up like it should, and the instructor
Yeah,
parts come up.
great.
I mean, everything is there. But all I need to do that would be a baseline part 2.
Right, but I guess it sounds like the thing that you need in some ways is you don't necessarily have to have a course. You just need the XML, the tar GZ'd stuff
Yeah,
for Part
yeah.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, although it would be very helpful for me to have a couple of links I could play with,
Yeah,
some
yeah,
test
like,
accounts.
as a place to do experimental things. Well, we'll probably
Yeah.
what I could do immediately is try and get you the tar GZ for the Part 2, so that you can
Okay,
experiment, and I'll
fantastic.
see what I can
That's
do
all
about
I need.
creating you some test accounts.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
you have some old ones you're not using, just give me the links,
sure. Yeah, no problem. Hey, Richard, how are you doing?
I just got things working. I know you said you wanted to go 30 seconds ago, so I'm doing okay. I managed to jump in. This Wednesday has been a bad time, and maybe I can jump in. I'll see about. I just didn't want to switch the day. That's what I really need. But we'll see
Yeah.
how it goes. But I just wanted to see. The sound was broadcasting through the entire room, and I'm not here alone. So that's what I just finally. That's why I kept muting things until I got that working.
Right.
But at least I'm alive. I'm doing okay, and we'll take it from there. I don't need to hold anyone up.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the half an hour later time is marginally better for you, I guess. And
Yeah. My class ends at 12:15. I just had 4 guest lectures today. That's why I couldn't.
oh, sure. Okay. Yeah.
Right. That was unusual. I couldn't. I had to deal with that. That was more important.
Okay. And let's say yeah. So I just arranged with Rose that she and I would alternate on running the meeting. But it sounds like you're going to be a bit overwhelmed on at least on this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to be a great person to. If it's at 12:30 today. I mean, if it's the time that it is, I'm not going to be a great person to count on because I have other things that I can't control.
Go on.
Does one work out better for anyone?
A little bit for me, but probably not as well for Sam. This is getting late in your day.
Yeah, not so much. I want. Does a similar time on either Monday or Friday work well for you guys?
Yeah, 100% for me Monday and Friday, a little bit better, marginally better, but I have the same class schedule Friday. And I should put, if there's any interest in that, I just haven't gotten to it. And I can take initiative and try and put out email and poll. I just don't want to bother.
Oh, no, sure. Yeah.
Well, I think unless there's really overwhelming interest.
What I particularly want to do is like I see us as like we're the 3 key participants. And this is being recorded. We're not really, obviously, we're not important at all. But I think rather than us taking a poll, because if us 3 are ones who can actually run the meeting, so our ability to be here is kind of is sort of critical. But Rose, is Monday a better day for you?
Actually, Monday is terrible. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But I mean, any other day, not a problem.
Right, and for me, any day but Wednesday, Friday are the better ones this semester.
Well, let's leave it where it is for the moment, and
okay.
We'll see. What I'm going to do, I need to go, but I can leave you guys running if you two want to chat, and I'll try.
We'll probably close it down because I got another class coming up soon, but I'll sit down for a sec.
Yeah.
All right.
No problem.
Okay. I'll catch up with you guys later. Bye for now.
Thanks,
Okay,
Sam.
thanks. Bye for now.
Okay.
Bye.
Did Rose?
Yeah,
Did Janice come in? Sorry, did Janet come
I,
in? With,
Janet um, emailed me. She had an unexpected
okay.
meeting, and she
Okay.
said she probably can't make it. And I know she had some questions I was
Oh,
going to
crumbs.
take up with her.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
I guess I'll do that at another time. Sounds like you're just wow, you're buried, huh?
Well, it's not. The issue is I used to have a Tuesday Thursday teaching schedule, and this semester I have Wednesday
Oh,
Friday. So I'm buried the same way I used to be Tuesday and Thursday, but that
yeah.
and that's why like the first semester I taught this course, they did the teleconferences on my teaching days, and I couldn't participate, which was really
That's
bad.
too bad.
Now I don't need it as much since
Yeah.
as long as like Sam does his stuff and things don't break,
Right. Right.
I'm sort of
Yeah.
okay. So
Right.
I'm not like I'm not burning, but any of those like Monday's my best day, which is the worst for you as we would expect,
Yeah.
and Tuesday and Thursday are much better. Wednesday,
Well,
Friday are just bad.
Tuesday would be an awesome day, but I don't know if it's any good for Sam.
Yeah. So what I may, if I get around to it, it's sort of on my list. If I get around to it,
Hmm.
I may put a little poll. I can throw that up like sort of pretty
That's a good
quickly.
idea.
And
Yeah,
just to
that's a good idea.
see, but I agree with him. It really is just the few people who care.
Yeah.
But those are the people that respond. And if it turns out another day is better, then we'll
Hmm.
figure that out. It doesn't sound offhand like just from our little poll that we just gave that's going to happen. And
Yeah.
we'll just
I think you're going about it the right way.
yeah, and my class ends at 12:15, so it's just a question of getting. But it's also this is my free time, so I have my TA. I have like other stuff happening now, which is why it's not
Exactly.
great.
Exactly. And it's
Um,
critical that you use that time.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so I'm happy to sign off for now because I got another class coming up that I have to do
Yeah,
like
me
some
too.
prep for. But I just put this on the computer in the classroom and set up my little video camera, and I
Hmm.
couldn't get the speakers throughout the room, and I got a couple of people in here that's why I was trying to mute it all but I did figure out how to get it in my ear. I don't know if I can reproduce it. Okay,
Hmm.
all good.
All good.
Okay, so I'll see you sort of next time or
Hmm.
via email.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Take care.
bye.
Bye.
And say, look, you know, sorry, this is UTC. Well, also have a fantastic weekend and you know, do get something if you can. You've got 7 hours on my restriction. I'll see. I said, well, next week you're going to Wednesday. Friday. Wednesday. I've got the impression you would rather than on the floor and sitting back in. It depends. Someone had got to have your voice of reason. I can calm and strong ones. But yeah, I think I feel probably that it makes more sense to spare you. It's like privilege. So yeah, we should. We kind of committed to the dinner. Right. Cool. Thanks. See you Wednesday. Thanks. Take care.
Man.